December was in full swing as the Ugachukwu family prepared for their annual Christmas trip to their hometown of Umuahia. David, the head of the family, was excited to show off their success after a busy year in Lagos. His wife, Sophia, and their 2 children, Ada and Emeka, were equally thrilled. Their Toyota Camry was packed with gifts and goodies, ready for the long drive. 1 week before the journey, Pastor Chibuza of their church issued a solemn plea to all traveling families. "I urge you to fast and pray for 3 days before setting out," he said during the Sunday service. "The roads are unpredictable, and only God's divine covering can guarantee safety." Sophia felt convicted by the words and wanted to fast, but her husband dismissed the idea outright. David, confident and self-assured, brushed off the warning. "There's no need for all this fasting and praying," he told Sophia when she mentioned it that evening. "The car is in perfect condition, and I'm a careful driver. We'll be fine." Although disappointed, Sophia resolved to quietly fast and pray for the family's safety, enlisting the children to join her. By dawn on the day of the trip, the Ugachukwu family was on the road. The morning air was cool, and David drove with the ease of someone who had made this journey countless times. Sophia, however, sat quietly in the passenger seat, whispering prayers under her breath. The children sang cheerful songs in the back seat, blissfully unaware of their mother's unease. Midway through the journey, disaster struck. While navigating a winding section of the highway known for accidents, an impatient driver suddenly veered into their lane. In a split-second decision, David swerved hard to avoid a head-on collision. The car lost balance, skidding off the road before somersaulting 3 times. The loud crashing noise and the screams of the children echoed in the air. When the car finally landed upside down in a ditch, silence followed. Sophia's voice broke through as she checked on her family. "David, Ada, Emeka, are you okay?" she shouted, her hands trembling. "We are okay, Mama," the children responded faintly from the back seat. David groaned, shaken but alive. "Sophia, I'm so sorry," he muttered, guilt etched in his voice. Miraculously, passers-by stopped to help. A group of good Samaritans pulled the family out of the mangled wreckage. Shocked onlookers marveled at how all 4 had survived with only minor injuries. The car, however, was beyond repair, a total loss. As Sophia clutched her children, tears of gratitude flowed freely. "Thank you, God," she whispered repeatedly. That evening, as they recovered at a nearby clinic, David could barely face Sophia. His mind replayed Pastor Chibuza's warning. "I should have listened," he admitted, his voice heavy with regret. "I thought I knew better, but I didn't. God has given us a second chance, and I don't deserve it." Sophia held his hand and assured him, "It's not too late, David. God spared us. Let's make things right." The next Sunday, the Ugachukwas returned to church for a heartfelt Thanksgiving service. Standing before the congregation, David humbled himself, sharing their harrowing experience and acknowledging his disobedience. Sophia shared her quiet prayers and faith that had carried them through. The church erupted in songs of praise, thanking God for his mercy. Exactly 1 week later, during another Sunday service, David's childhood friend, Michael, visited the church. Michael, now a prominent politician, had heard of the accident and was moved to act. After the service, he approached David and Sophia with a warm smile. "David, God spared you and your family for a reason," he said. "I'm led to bless you with this." To David's astonishment, Michael handed him the keys to a brand new Toyota Prado SUV. Overwhelmed, David broke into tears. "God, thank you," he said, embracing his friend. The congregation cheered and praised God for the unexpected blessing. Sophia held David's hand tightly, her heart swelling with gratitude. From that day onward, the Ugachukwu family became deeply committed to their faith. David joined the church men's fellowship, using his testimony to inspire others to trust and obey God. Sophia continued as a prayer warrior, while Ada and Emeka grew up understanding the importance of faith. That Christmas, their celebration went beyond family reunions. It was a powerful reminder of God's mercy, grace, and provision.